Fiber One. Good morning to you. Daybreak rolls on. And morning, Spencer.
Good morning.
We've got a great guest in studio kicking off her debut of a long time standing show on the radio, Riveting Radio Real Estate. From John L. Scott, it's Jame Mell. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Well, thanks for being here and continuing on this great tradition. When I first got here to the station, Christy was doing her Riveting Radio Real Estate, and then Dawn, and moved now to you and kind of get a chance to meet all your agents at the office. Tell us first a little bit about John L. Scott in Shelton for those joining us in for the new year.
All right, yeah. John L. Scott Shelton is a local company right downtown Shelton. We've been in business since the 90s. John L. Scott is a long-standing real estate company in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
And right now we're at about 14 agents and looking to grow in 2020.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the different agents, I know that when you're working with folks, there are certain people that you kind of key in on and you go, oh, I like this person or I like that person. And you have a nice variety of folks that have all different personalities and everything like that?
Yes. Recruiting, is kind of challenging in the area just because we all work so closely together. But I'm always focused on who has the most positive attitude. Has been easy to work with in the past. I ask my agents, who have you worked with lately that you enjoyed working with, that felt was really competent? And so, yeah.
Do the majority of folks that come and work with you come from another agency, or are they perhaps kind of one-offs? They have just got their license and they're kind of trying to maneuver their paths solo? And
yeah, we have both. This last year we picked up 3 brand new agents. I have another one coming on and 2 more getting ready to start some classes. So new agents is a big thing. It's fun also to be able to train and mentor and just help them out in this new journey of real estate, which is pretty challenging.
Yeah, I bet it is. That's fun and exciting. We've talked over the last many years of the ups and downs in the housing market. Last year, hopefully you brought some numbers in to share.
I have a few numbers, but I don't, 2019 compared to 2018, we had fewer sales in Mason County. We did see the home prices accelerate between 18 and 19. And I really think that 2020 is going to mirror 2019 by a bit. Experts are saying it's still going to be a very strong real estate, a good strong year for real estate. One of the things that I was looking at were interest rates and what the projection on interest rates were. So Freddie Mac is talking about an average of 3.8% over the next 2 years. So that's going to be good. That's going to help buyers be able to have more buying power. Right now, the buying power that we're seeing buyers have is the strongest that we've seen since the 90s. So when people are saying, oh my gosh, these prices are outrageous, they're higher, but your buying power is going to get you more due to those interest rates too.
I remember when Dale and I used to do the show, and we would talk about when I first got my home with, again, I mention it often, just in a full disclosure type of way. Christy Buck, who works for John L. Scott, sold Steph and me our house, and we've loved it ever since. But as we were going through that process, I remember talking with Dale, who was talking about buying a condo in the 80s or something like that, with some ungodly 16% interest or something like that. And I couldn't even wrap my head around that percentage when we've seen the threes for many years now.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been strong. So it's looking good as far as what experts and economists are saying for the housing market.
So does that make it more of a buyer's market or a seller's market?
Seller's market.
Okay.
Still.
Because
our
of
inventory
the inventory
levels, yeah, they're still low. In 2019, we had about 1% lower closing rates compared to 18 as far as that goes. And inventory levels are, right now, the time of year, December, that they're really low. I think we're right about 1.8 months of inventory. So as spring market comes on, I think it's going to create that next frenzy, essentially, for the demand, because we still have that huge backlog of buyers waiting to buy the houses.
So when we see all the building of apartment complexes or senior living complexes across the South Sound, which are still coming up very rapidly all over the place, and especially kind of in the Olympia area. And as folks look to maybe downsize and move, that is what will hopefully then trickle down to the first-time home buyer.
Certainly.
Or the upgraded home buyer.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Yeah. We're hoping for, more people to be either moving up or, like you said, downsizing. Investors are pretty strong in this area right now, too. So the homes that are in the lower range that need a lot of work, that aren't maybe an ideal property for first-time home buyers, or even, for lending that matter, those investors are coming in and grabbing them, which is nice because then they're fixing them up and making it a property that's available.
Is there anything now that it's 2020 that has changed for a potential person to look to get a loan? Is there any new requirements they need, or they still go get the pre-approval and the letter and they're off to the races?
Still, just main thing to do is get in with your lender and get your pre-approval so you know what you're shopping for, what range, and get out there and get going. There's not a lot of changes happening right now.
Okay.
What's the inventory like out in the Union area? I've always liked that area. We kind of looked out there before we ended up in Grapeview, but I see this house you have up there, the 2-bedroom, 2-bath,
Man, there's
2,200 square
a lot
foot.
of
That's
nice houses in
That's
Union.
like the Greg Brady attic. I could do some
one
nice
is
things with that.
one? Is that one on Mason?
That one, yeah.
Okay.
I think so. That's on the sheltonoffice.jonelscott.com. But that's just a neat area out there. Is that...
The
Is
Union
it pretty
area is so
hard
unique.
to find stuff out there?
It has been hard, especially when you have the local Union families that are wanting to, stay in the area. There's not a lot. Alderbrook has had a lot of, turnover, so there's some good sales happening there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you play golf out of the Alderbrook, you've seen some of these houses for sale that are for sale.
Yeah.
Like the one on Madrona Lane.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
With the copper roof?
Yes.
I may have hit that roof a couple. I don't know. There's some beautiful houses out there. It's just and like you said, Union is so unique.
Yeah, it would be. It would be a lovely area to live in,
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Tell you what.
It's gonna have us everything. It's our own little neighborhood.
So even though it's a Shelton office in beautiful downtown Shelton on Railroad, you are able to go to that website, sheltonoffice.jonelscott.com, and do a search and listing for anywhere around, and one of your great agents can help regardless of area.
Would love to help. We also have a new thing on each one of the agent websites is an opportunity for clients to go in and see what the value of their home may be. It's similar to something like Zillow. It gives you 3 different ratings on what your house value might stand to, get on the market. So if you're interested in that, hop on to one of the agent websites and check out what your home may be valued at currently.
How do you do that? Oh, you go to find agents on the website, and then you click on the person's name, and it shows right up.
Yeah.
Jame, good to see you.
Yes, good
Thanks
to
for
see
coming
you guys.
on
I
and
really appreciate it.
starting this journey throughout the year as we find out what is riveting in the real estate market and talk about new listings and trends and things like that. So you can visit right in downtown Shelton, as mentioned, in Evergreen Square is the office. And is there kind of a general phone number or your phone number? What do you want to share?
Office phone number, 360-426-3319.